Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'm going to show you great features that I found recently on Spectrum Analyzer family from Keysight that really helps me with the programming. If you have gone through some automations programming in controlling instruments, you'll be quite familiar with this group of programming language called SCPI command, SCPI, which is essentially an instrument's language that when you send a command to the instrument will translate it to some steps. For example, changing the center frequency, changing the span automatically from your program. So this feature is what we call SCPI Recorder. It has been in Keysight Spectrum Analyzer for a couple of years right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how can you utilize it to help to make your life easier, especially when it comes to finding the right commands to control the instruments. So if you're ready, I'm going to show you how to utilize the SCPI Recorder features in the Spectrum Analyzer. So as you can see right now, we have these instruments already set up. So I tried it before making this video just to make sure that everything works fine. So let's preset that. What preset? So the first thing you want to make sure that you have the right instrument and you have the right firmware. So how do we know whether you have this SCPI command recorder ready? Let's go to this setting. And if you see this SCPI recorder down here, and this is the previous steps, and means that you have the right instrument, you have the right firmware. I'm going to delete all so that I can show you how it looks like from the scratch. Let's close that. So let's set the center frequency. For example, I want to set it to 1 gigahertz. Let's click on that, click that. And then let's change the span to 100 meg. So before we jump into how do we call out the SCPI command, how do we record the SCPI command step by step, another feature that is quite useful, and this feature has been there since Agilent time. So this is what we call the help file. So how it works is, if I want to find out more about center frequency, so I click on this, highlight this area, then I click help. So as you can see, under setting, there's plenty of stuff here, which include the remove command, the SCPI command. So this is how the SCPI command will look like. Just to refresh, anything in this bracket is optional. You can put it in the command as a full command, like from sense, semicolon frequency, semicolon center, or you can omit that and start from semicolon frequency and semicolon center. And anything within this bracket is the input from user. So for example, I want to set it to 50 megahertz. This is how it look like. As you can see, the optional part is not there. Same as span, so you can do all this check under this manual, which is quite helpful compared to the printed out version where you have to go through page by page or go to the index and find out the pages. So let's close this. So that's one way. You highlight and you click this help, or you can right click and help on this setting, so you directly go to the center frequency like what we are seeing right now. So for example, I'll just change the step, center frequency step. So I go with right click and help on this. So you can see that it has the corresponding SCPI command and the example how it looks like. So that's the help file. Let's go to the SCPI command. So again, back then, we have to look through the help file or the programming guide to find the right SCPI command. But for the new features, we have this right click and then show SCPI command. With this, it will directly show you how it looks like. So sense again is optional. You can be there or not according to the help file. But if you want to be safe, just copy the whole thing and then you click copy and then you can paste it to your programming script. And same. So I right click, show SCPI command, how I change the span. Alright, let's do this. That was the first thing, how we check for the help and how we check for the SCPI command. So let's say you want to do a sequence. You want to see the sequence in setting up your test environment. let's say we want to change the center frequency, then we change the span, then we want to change the resolution bandwidth to something else. So we can change here, center frequency, same. So resolution bandwidth, let's change it to 30 kilohertz. So we have changed three things: center frequency, span, and resolution bandwidth. So we go again step by step. We do this, right click, add to SCPI Recorder. So that's my first step. I want to change the center frequency to 1 gig. Then I change the span to 100 meg. Then I change the resolution bandwidth to 30 kilohertz. Let's throw in another things. We want to change the attenuations. So we go to amplitude attenuations. We change it to, let's say we change it to 20. Sorry. Let's change it to 5 dB. 6 dB is the minimum. Then we go to add SCPI Recorder. So how are you going to check the sequence that you've recorded? Let's go back to setting, SCPI Recorder. As you can see, the first thing by default it will change, make sure that it's in spec mode, spectrum analyzer mode, and OPC is just to check whether the process has completed. And then as you can see here, center frequency change to 1 gigahertz, span we change to 100 meg, we change the resolution bandwidth to 30 kilohertz, and then we change the attenuation to 6 dB. So what will happen? So right now this is how it looks like here. Let's mode preset it, and let's play on. So once you click that, you can see that it reverts back to exactly how we have set up manually just now. So let's go back to SCPI Recorder. So with that, you can actually copy the whole sequence and then you can place it on the script that you want. So depending on what type of programming style that you're using, if you're using Visa socket, then this command will have to be in the bracket. So hope this helped. Thanks for watching.